Hello and welcome to an episode of Bob's Burgers. We're your hosts, Tina
and Louise.
And we're so happy to be here.
Well, I'm not. I feel like that's something Louise would
yes,
say.
That's true. She made me. No, I'm Cassidy.
And I'm Amanda.
And this is your favorite comedy podcast, Drinking the Kool-Aid.
That's right. That's right.
We are, though, like I said, I don't know why I'm adjusting these glasses like they're real. They're not real glasses.
Oh, there's no glass
That's my
in
eye.
them.
Amanda just immediately pokes my eye out. But yes, we today, if you are not watching on Spotify or on YouTube, we are dressed as the sisters from Bob's Burgers. We kind of did a personality swap today.
We did. Because you definitely give off Louise energy.
And you give more Tina energy. I wouldn't say 100%.
No. I would be offended if you said 100%.
But you do love butts.
I do love butts.
And you do love to complain about being socially awkward.
Yeah, that's true, actually. You're making some good points here. And also...
and I'm mean and I bully men that are older than me.
That
is
what
Louise does. So.
And also, Louise is smaller and younger. And Tina is bigger.
Oh, that's true.
And older. So we did fully swap.
We did.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun?
It's Halloween.
Ooh, spooky. Anything could happen.
Really, I'm Tina dressed as Louise. And you're
Louise dressed as Tina.
Oh my gosh.
See, there's layers to this stuff.
Even better.
If you get it, you get it. And the girls who don't.
That's right.
I walked out in this costume before Amanda picked me up and my fiance literally went, ah! And he was like, I mean, you look just like her.
He went, spooky Halloween.
Yeah, and then my dog was not happy about the wig.
No.
Oh, she was not into it. I literally walked around. She was laying on the couch and I walked around the corner of the couch so she could see me. And she literally went and backed her head up. She was offended. And I was
Isn't
like,
it
don't
weird
worry.
How dogs know that that's a wig? That's not what you look like.
Well, she immediately came up to smell me and then was like, oh, okay. Still smells like mom.
Yeah.
But she did not like the wig.
Listen, she knows what she likes and she knows what she doesn't, okay?
She's a lady of impeccable taste.
Maybe she hates Bob's Burgers.
She's just I fucking hate that show.
She's every time you guys put it on, I literally go into the other room. I don't want to be around it.
And
I don't want to hear it.
I put it on a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
So maybe she's over it.
Which, congratulations to Bob's Burgers
on
300 episodes.
Yeah.
They just hit it.
I know. And I would not have seen that if I didn't search for this costume.
Louise stuff.
Yeah. And then I was getting it pushed into my algorithm. And it was
the algo.
300th episode of Bob's Burgers. I was like, whoa, crazy time.
I am a huge Bob's Burgers fan. I love everybody that's involved with the show. John H. Benjamin. I used to watch his show. John H. Benjamin has a van.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Comedy Central. I loved that show.
They're all very funny people.
Yeah, I love her. What's her name? The one who does Louise.
Kristen? Something?
Kristen Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
She is so funny. I loved her in Flight of the Conchords. I mean, she just has one of the most iconic voices you could ever have.
Truly.
Yeah.
You will never mistake her.
Yes.
That is for sure.
That's for sure. Yeah. But so we are honored today to be dressed like such icons.
That is right. We're here.
My Bob. My fuck-ass Bob.
That is a fuck-ass Bob.
This is a fuck-ass Bob.
Mm-hmm. We're also drinking a buzzball.
We are. Okay, we're back to our buzzball roots.
Sorry,
our origins.
Guys. This is buzzball behavior, okay?
Buzzballs just feel appropriate for the Halloween season. I don't know what to say.
It's Buzztober.
But it's Buzztober.
Okay.
I'm
Buzzball.
trademarking that. Buzzball?
Sponsor us.
You can use it if you sponsor me, but if not, trademarked. Get out of here.
Sorry, Drinking the Kool-Aid trademarked it unless you sponsor
us. Yeah, we're having the grape.
It's very pretty.
I'm gonna grape you in the mouth. Do you remember that bit? From The Whitest Kids You Know?
Yeah.
If you are too young to know who The Whitest Kids You Know are, first of all, turn this off. Just kidding. Go Google The Whitest Kids You Know because it will change your comedy and humor forever.
Yeah. Along with Flight of the Conchords and Bob's Burgers.
We love a dry comedy.
We do.
Yeah. What? I feel like you had something you were going to say, and then I also said I was going to have something to say.
No, I was just going to be
Oh, I had a life-changing experience this week.
Oh, okay.
I had the most amazing bag of Chex Mix I think like human beings have ever created.
Okay, give me the flavors.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's just Chex Mix.
Just regular Chex Mix.
So I'm like a Chex Mix fiend.
yes.
Huge fan. Big fan of your work, Mr. Chex.
I mean, same.
Mr. Mix. And they were on sale this week at Vaughn's. And so, of course, I like bought 3 bags of them because they were like $1.50 instead of like $4 fucking dollars because everything's so expensive. I want to rip my hair out, but and that's what the wig's for.
Yeah, she actually did rip all her hair out, guys.
Hence the wig.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a really complicated season for me. But I got this bag of Chex Mix. I literally opened it. And my favorite thing is in certain Chex, the little squares, they'll like have way too much of the seasoning.
Yes.
And like those are the best ones.
Those
right?
are the best ones. I thought you were going to say you don't like those.
No, I love those.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way. Every fucking Chex in this bag. Everything. I was even eating the pretzels. I usually don't eat the pretzels and I leave them for my fiance. I was even eating the pretzels because they were so seasoned. I was like going crazy. I was like a dog with a bone. I went insane.
Can't imagine not eating any part of that bag.
Oh, I'm a crazy person. I don't eat the pretzels from the Chex Mix, and sometimes I eat the breadsticks, but not all the time.
Okay, interesting.
But that's what having a fiance is for, because then you just go, eat this. And he goes, okay.
Obviously, those fucking like brown.
The rye crisps.
Those are the fucking best.
Yeah, obviously. But so then I was looking at the bag of Chex Mix because I once again, I have 3 bags at home.
I think I need to buy some Chex Mix.
This is just bag number 1.
I'm literally salivating.
It's a life-changing bag of Chex Mix.
Oh my God.
And I'm afraid to open the other bags because on the bag it says like it's more Chex-licious than ever before. So I was like, maybe they just started adding more dust.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid that I'm going to open the next one and there's not, and I'm going to be like, what is this? I can't go back. I can't go back.
No.
Now that I've had the Chex-licious version, I'm scared.
Are all 3 of them Chex-licious?
That's what it says on the bag, but I don't know. I mean,
Cassidy,
what do I know? Do I trust a corporation?
You can trust Mr. Chex.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
You're like, there's not many men in this world you can trust.
I think.
But Mr. Chex is one of them.
If Mr. Chex says that it's Chex-licious, then it's going to be Chex-licious. And that's just how I feel. Okay, sue me. I don't know.
No, that just gave me a lot of inspiration to keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe Mrs. Mix decided on this because we can trust a woman.
Always trust it. Anytime a man comes up with something good, you know a woman's behind it.
Exactly.
We all know that.
So Mr. Chex was like doing a regular bag and Mrs. Mix was like, baby boy,
you got to add 2 more scoops of that dust in there.
We got to make this Chex-licious.
Yeah, because one time I tried to get the Chex Mix bold, thinking it would just be more of the mix.
Yeah.
But it's a different flavor. And like, it's fine. It tastes good. But like when you're craving Chex Mix, you're craving like that particular flavor, you know? And boy, oh boy. I'm not kidding you. This bag, I opened it and I was eating out and I like saw God, I think.
Oh, so you're gonna go back to religion now?
You're always worried about religion.
You're always worried about me.
I do always say the only thing that could come between mine and Amanda's friendship is if she became born again.
Well, if I had a Chex-licious bag of Chex Mix, I might be born again. So
okay, well, I'm gonna open my second bag, and then if it's good, I'll bring it to our watch party tomorrow.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
because I would like some,
so that you can understand what I'm working with here.
I really would like some.
Yeah, because it's a good time. Whatever you're doing, Mr. Mix.
No, Mr. Chex.
Oh, Mr. Chex and
Mrs.
Mix. I like to think she kept her maiden name, so she's just like Mrs. Smith or Miss Smith.
Well, I was gonna say Mr. Chex and Mrs. Mix. Those are 2 different last names. So,
yeah, that's very true.
You know, she didn't change it to Mrs. Chex.
No,
just saying. I'm out here spreading the good word of Mrs. Mix. See, now I'm fucking it up.
Sorry, I got in your head.
I know, God.
I got in your head with misinformation, just like how I like to do.
You always do.
I do love to spread misinformation,
You do.
which once again is a very Louise thing about me.
I am Tina dressed as Louise.
I was gonna say, and you getting tricked about it is very Tina.
See, we really did just mix and match up in this bitch. I do like that I don't have to worry about like my chin in this costume because like they don't have chins.
They don't have chins.
So it's like kind of nice because I just get into character.
No chin representation.
Yeah. I just get more into character when I look like this when I'm chinless.
If anything, you're a method actor.
So I don't need to worry about what what's going on in my chin area.
No, it's none of your business.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because the less chin I have, the more I look like Louise.
Yeah. The more in character you are.
Yeah. So that's what I'm really going for, guys, today. If you're looking
wondering.
at this. Okay.
Speaking of acting.
Yes.
We went last night to something that was very fun. Amanda was very shocked that I enjoyed it as much as I did.
Well, okay. So this was something that I have seen at Midsummer Scream for the last 2 years that I like stumbled into. It's like a macabre horror theater production. And I think I might have even talked about it on this podcast, but it's very like out there kind of. There's a lot of nudity happening in the show. And as our resident prude,
that's me,
Cassidy Liston, I thought that maybe she would be a little alarmed, but she very much enjoyed it.
I loved it. So it was Zombie Joe's Urban Death Theater, and it's in North Hollywood. So if you're in the LA area, you should definitely go. Also, Mr. Zombie Joe is one of the sweetest people.
Oh my God, so nice.
We actually might be having him on the podcast soon because they do shows throughout the whole year.
Yeah, all year, guys. So if you're ever in North Hollywood,
definitely
it doesn't just have to be Halloween time.
Yeah. But we went to this is the 20th anniversary of their Urban Death experience. And I thought it was just really well done. The acting was really good. It was funny. It was dark. Like, it's a lot of like vignettes kind of.
Yeah.
So we're not supposed to explain anything that we saw.
That's we're not. Yeah, we're not going to spoil anything for y'all.
I will say it's adult. So if you are not comfortable with nudity or anything like that, don't go. And obviously it's 18 plus to go in there. But God, I really liked it.
Yeah.
The haunted house, like that you walk through to get in and then walk through to get out, was really scary and really well done.
Once they said you're going to need a flashlight to walk through the maze part because it's pitch black, you know it's going to be scary.
I'm also like, I've said this before, I'm very afraid of the dark.
Yes.
Like very. I do not. I'm really scared of the dark. And it is pitch black a good portion of the situation. And we were sitting right in the front row. And every single time I was holding Amanda's hand and I was just like backing into her because I was like right in the front.
I was like crisscross applesauce at one point and you just like
I was basically in your lap.
Yeah, you backed your whole body just into my body. And we were just like sitting like that. And it was every time the lights went out, you did that.
Oh, because I was just convinced that when the lights came back up, there was going to be something like right in my face.
And sometimes
there was. Yeah. But yeah, it's really great. Go see it. It's running through October. We just absolutely loved it. And like I said, Zombie Joe was amazing. He's such a sweetheart. We got to meet all the actors afterwards, and they were really sweet. There's this woman who plays the violin, and that's as much as I'm going to say, but she was just amazing. I loved her.
Incredible, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys should definitely go check it out. It is such a fun time. We got to meet the guy who runs LA Taco, which is really fun.
Yes.
The guy who runs Midsummer Scream was there. It was a really good time.
A lot of like horror influencers in the area. Yes. So it was really cool.
So thank you, Zombie Joe,
there.
for having us. Yeah. And thank you, Julia, for corresponding with me via email about it. You are also very sweet. She's from New Jersey, you know.
Oh, yeah, right? We love that.
But yeah. So thank you guys so much for having us. And we're going to have more information about this on our Instagram. They sent us like some cool images that we can use because inside, because there's a lot of sensitive stuff happening, no phones, no videos, nothing like that. So yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, check it out if you're in there. It was really fun.
Yeah. And like, as we say, or as you said to me last night, whenever you're doing something with me, it's a good time.
I did say that.
That almost made me cry.
We were having dinner.
It was so sweet.
I think Amanda's just so used to me now at this point. She like doesn't realize like how much I love her. And so we were having dinner with our friend M and That's Why We Drink last night. And they were kind of asking about what we were going to. And we didn't really know what we were getting into. We'd just seen like the stuff in Midsummer Scream. And then, they invited us to go check it out. And I was like, you know what? I'm not high strung, but I have really bad anxiety about going places and doing things for the first time.
Yeah. Like you don't want to go into something blind.
Yes. Like it scares me not like we went to a restaurant last night I'd never been to. I looked up the menu and had exactly everything I wanted to order before we even arrived.
You did. Yes.
Yeah. Like I'm one of those people like because I will panic and order something I don't like. I've done it time and time again, whatever. But so I'm trying to be better about being a little more spontaneous and saying yes instead of automatic. Like my go-to is usually no. If somebody invites me somewhere, ask me to do something, like my go-to is like, no. Sounds scary.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to, be less like that.
I love this for you.
Yeah. And so last night, Em was asking us questions like, what are you going to exactly? Like, what is this? And we didn't know really exactly what we were walking into. So they were like, sounds fun? ? And I was like, honestly, whenever me and Amanda go somewhere and do something, even if it's like weird, it's always fun because we're together. And Em was like, that's so sweet. You talk about Amanda so lovingly.
You did say so many nice things about me last night. Like so many.
Listen,
I was like, oh my gosh.
Listen, I'm a bitch, but I love you.
It was kind of just like one after another though. So I was like, oh my.
You're like, who, me?
I was like, wow.
Who, me?
Tell me more.
But yeah, we did. Oh, that ice cream last night was so good.
That ice cream was so good. I did wake up with a lot of diarrhea this morning.
Oh,
but,
she literally. So of course, because it's me and Amanda, so we're sharing. We got 2 entrees that we're sharing because we're those bitches. And I'm like, do you want more of this?
No, you kept being like, why are you not eating it?
Why are you not eating the ravioli? Because it was like really, really good.
It was good.
And I was like, I feel like the ravioli is actually more up your alley, and the thing that you ordered is more up mine because your thing was spicy and you love ravioli. So I was like, we can switch. And she was like, I can't. I didn't take Lactaid because they were filled with ricotta. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm making it worse. So I'm going, why aren't you eating this ravioli?
But then I did proceed to eat an entire ice cream sundae right afterwards. So
you did.
You know what?
Yeah.
C'est la vie.
But listen, it was a really fun night.
It was so fun. I had a great time.
'Tis the season of the witch. Yeah, we're having a good time.
We are. I love it.
I'm eating Chex Mix.
You are.
I'm eating pasta. I'm going to nude shows. I'm seeing a nude egg.
A nude egg?
Have you never seen that skit from I Think You Should Leave?
No.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, and I love him.
He's like playing this weird little egg
no,
game.
I know exactly what you're talking
about.
And
then it bends over and shows his butthole.
Okay.
And he goes, why does it have a bush?
I know. Yep. I know that one.
Guys, if you think we're funny, you need to watch I Think You Should Leave because I feel like you'll get it.
And
right?
if you don't, then
stop letting up.
Then you suck and I hate you. Just kidding. That was Halloween. I'm being a joke. I'm being a jokey.
I'm being a joke. She's being a Louise.
Which actually, Louise is my middle name. If you guys didn't know.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
I mean, not strange, but like, wow, what a world.
What a world we live in.
I have the same middle name as Homer Simpson.
Oh, he has his middle name's Jay.
Homer J. Simpson.
Cute.
I used to tell. So like when you have like ice breaking games, like at work or like team building or whatever, or if you're just like trying to flirt with someone at a bar, that used to be like one of my things. Is I'd be like, oh, you should guess my middle name. I bet you can't.
That's a good one.
And because nobody can ever guess my middle name. And because most white women have the same 4 middle names.
I was going to say it's always Marie, Ava,
Lynn. Yeah.
Yeah. Louise is not a common one either.
Louise is not as common. No. And so I used to, I would give hints. I'd be like, okay, well, it's a letter. And then they would be like, R-K. For some reason, they never guessed J. And then I'd be like, I have the same middle name as Homer Simpson, which like, hello, diva alert.
I mean, if anyone's a diva, it's Homer Simpson.
It's Homer Simpson.
You know what I mean?
And they could never I don't think anybody ever guessed it. Not once.
Well, those people are fucking idiots.
I used to also make men guess my first name at bars. Like if they would come up and talk to me and ask me my name. I'm not a good person to talk to. I'm frankly, it's like engaging with Jigsaw. I'm like, do you want to play a game?
Do you want to play a game?
Do you want a puzzle?
Guess my first name based off nothing.
Yeah, I'd be like, guess what do I look like my name is? And then they would guess like
Ashley,
Caitlin, Ashley, Diane, or Danielle, or just like all like the classic. Yeah. And I'd be like, nope. And they'd be like, okay, well, is what makes it special? And I'd be like, well, technically, it's like a boy name.
Butch Cassidy.
Well, I mean, like traditionally now Cassidy's like a girl name, but it used to not be. And also when I was a kid, nobody was named Cassidy. Now I run into people all the time that are like, oh, my 4-year-old niece's name is Cassidy.
Oh, Cassidy
so it's like,
is huge now.
Yeah, it's coming up now. But when I was younger, nobody was named Cassidy. And then I would be like, okay, it's the name. And like, this was my favorite when people would be like, oh, they're like, oh, I'm a musician. I'm really into music. And I'd be like, oh, you like the Grateful Dead? Of course I like the Grateful Dead. I love the Grateful Dead. Okay, well, my first name is a Grateful Dead song. Crickets.
You are really annoying.
And everyone's like, it's crazy that Cassidy never got laid. Yeah. I'm evil.
Is it crazy? Is it, guys?
I'm evil and a nightmare to talk to in public, simply.
It's okay. One time at work, someone was like, let me guess your name. Sarah. And I was like, no. And they were like, Ashley. I was like, are you just going to keep saying like basic white girl names? And they were like,
you are going to get it.
And they were like, Amber. And I was like, you're getting close here.
Yeah, you're like, you had most of the letters in that one.
I was like, okay, well, let's stop this game now. I'm not having fun.
I'm not having fun. It's just so funny. I love my name. I am like super grateful that I have the name that I do because I feel like it's
Are you Grateful Dead?
I'm Grateful Dead about it because I feel like it's unique enough that like I don't run into people with my name, but it's not like so strange that people are like, oh, neat.
But when you do run into a Cassidy, you're gonna have to kill her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
I told you, I've only ever met 2 Cassidys. One was in elementary school, but she wasn't in my class, so I just like heard rumblings of her.
You heard her around town?
Yeah, I was just like, I just knew another one existed, but she was only there for 1 year, and then she moved away. So
did she move away, or did you kill her?
Maybe I killed her. I don't know. And then the other one was at my local In-N-Out. There was a girl named Cassidy because they wear name tags.
Oh, cute.
And but she spelled it with 2 E's instead of a Y. It was like Cassidy.
Got it.
Yeah. But those are the only 2 Cassidys I've ever run into.
I've met a Cassidy, and it was weird.
Weird. I don't like that
and
at all.
I did not want to be friends with her. I said.
Meanwhile,
I said, you cannot be my friend,
you're
lady.
like, I have enough of you in my life already.
There can only be one Cassidy.
Meanwhile, I have 2 Amandas like in my wedding party.
I was gonna say you collect Amandas.
I really do collect Amandas.
I also collect Amandas. So
one time, so Amanda's last name is Goodness.
If you guys didn't know that by now.
If you didn't know that by now. And there was a certain point where I had a friend whose last name was Bueno and her name was Amanda. So it was Amanda Bueno, Amanda Good, and Amanda Good. How crazy is that?
No, that is so weird.
Right?
That's so weird.
I was like, oh, this is like some sort of Freaky Friday situation.
Kind of like today.
Yeah.
We're Freaky Fridaying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's Friday. And it's actually October 3rd, which is Mean Girls Day.
For us, not for you guys.
Not for you guys.
We're in the past. You have to remember this. We're always in the past.
Always in the past. Unless we're live. Then we're not in the past.
Then we're in the current.
Right. But we'll never be live here.
We go live.
No, I mean just like this platform.
This exact platform. Yeah. No.
That will not happen.
Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed, speaking of in the past, hopefully you guys enjoyed our newest episode of Things Are Getting Weird.
Yes.
Because now we can spill the beans on it.
Oh my gosh. What a joy of a time that was.
We had 2 of our good friends, Mike and Shane, on the last episode of Things Are Getting Weird. You might know them better as Jay and Spinner from Degrassi.
From the hit TV show Degrassi.
Hit teen drama.
Come on, guys.
Dramedy. It is kind of funny.
I would say dramedy for sure. Because it's very serious at times, but it's also very funny at times.
Yeah. So we do chat a little bit about Degrassi, but we also just chat a lot about weird shit that we all happen to be interested in.
I couldn't not bring up Degrassi.
Oh, Amanda was like clenching her butthole the whole time to like
for sure.
But we had a really great time. So thank you guys for coming on the show. We're planning on doing more crossovers with them. And
hopefully in person. Oh, Canada.
Exactly.
Oh my God, my story is about Canada today. I didn't even plan that.
And that was an accident?
That was an accident.
I actually love that for us.
Wow. That's amazing. Go me.
But yeah, so make sure if you didn't check that out, if you guys love Degrassi, check that out. You're going to have a great time. They're so fun and funny, and we just had a really wonderful time. And of course, our friend Andy Tate was there for a little while, and we love him as well. So.
Oh, and check out their podcast, their rewatch podcast, Degrads.
Degrads. Yeah. Very fun.
Hell yeah.
Well, how about we welcome some of our new cool kids?
Do I look like Louise when I do this?
Just like her.
Okay, good.
It's crazy.
I thought so.
Last week, Madonna. This week, or no, Lady Gaga.
It was Gaga.
This week, Gaga.
It was Dr. Evil.
Maybe you've
as
heard
Gaga.
of Gaga. This week, Louise.
That's right.
Nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we just wanted to say thank you to some of our new cool kids. So welcome and thank you to Andrea Y.
Hello, Andrea.
Stephanie O.
Hello, Stephanie.
Sam the Man.
Hello, Sam the Man.
Green-Eyed Jolie.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that.
Okay, Green-Eyed Jolie.
That's giving MySpace or like
Tumblr.
No. What's the little chat that we always talk? MSN.
Oh, like AOL screen name?
AOL screen name, right? Isn't
Yeah.
it? Even the way it's like
AIM.
AIM, yeah. That even like the way it's like it's missing some letters and there's some capitals happening.
Oh yeah. Oh, Green-Eyed Jolie just logged on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Jess P.
Hi, Jess.
So thank you guys so much for joining our Patreon. I hope you guys are enjoying all of that fun bonus content we've got on there. We're going to have tons of extra vlogs and other stuff going on specifically for the month of October.
Oh, and a movie night.
Yes, and we're going to be doing a movie night that's specifically for our patrons. We're going to be posting this week a little poll so you guys can pick the movie you want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to live stream us watching the movie and chatting with you guys during it. So make sure you get on there. It's going to be a really fun time. We've done some fun live stuff on Patreon before, and it's just always a really good time.
That's right, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We really mostly get to do this podcast because of viewers like you.
And my favorite thing you do. I don't know why.
Don't forget that you also, for just $2 a month, can get ad-free content. And also there are bonus things on there that are starting just at $2 a month. So you want to check that out.
Yes. I also have some birthdays.
Shout them out.
From our cool kids. So I wanted to give a little belated birthday shout out to Celeste.
Celeste.
Yes, we know Celeste.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hope you had the best day ever. And then I took a little sneaky peeky at a comment we got on Patreon for Vanessa.
Vanessa, yeah.
Yes. So happy birthday, Vanessa.
Happy birthday on the 7th.
We love you.
Happy birthday.
And thank you guys for being cool kids.
Wait, is Vanessa's birthday literally? Oh, it was yesterday. I was like, is it literally
another
today?
Belated. Okay.
Well, just by one day.
Yeah.
It's the day this comes out the 8th.
Technically, it's not belated when I'm saying it.
Yeah.
So,
duh. Well, I just wanted to say thank you to some people who bought us some beers.
Yay.
So Anna Grace bought us some beers and said, "Hi, ladies. Finally Libra season. And I wanted to send my favorite podcasters a little treat to celebrate my upcoming birthday, 10/6.
Oh.
So this week as well. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, Anna Grace.
Happy birthday.
I'll be turning 26, so no more free insurance. Sad face.
Fuck. That sucks, actually.
Girl.
Same.
I remember that day vividly.
Me
I remember
too.
that day more than my own getting engaged.
Probably the most traumatic day of my life,
Yeah.
to be honest.
But I'm super thankful I can always count on my faves to distract me from all the horribleness in our world lately. Appreciate everything you guys stand for. I love y'all. Heart, Anna Grace.
Aww.
I literally, it was like I was like running the gauntlet when I was 25 and a half.
Yeah.
I went and got all of my vaccine updates. I went I went to the OBGYN. I went and got my wisdom teeth removed. I was hitting every hotspot. It was like club, another club.
And
no
you haven't
sleep,
been to
club.
the doctor in 7 years.
Literally, haven't been to the doctor since. Anyway, so Hannah also bought us some beers and said, "Happy Libra season, ladies." Wow, we got a lot of Libras under our...
That's my rising.
You're rising, yeah.
Mhm.
Have a drink or 3 on me. Cheers to my 25th birthday this weekend, 10/5. Wow, another
Oh my
birthday. Happy birthday.
God.
Wow, we really do collect Libras.
Let's go.
Let's go. You're still 25. Go to the doctor,
Go to the
Hannah.
fucking doctor.
Hannah, go to the doctor.
Because Anna Grace can't.
Anna Grace cannot go in honor of us who have fallen.
That's right.
I've listened to your pod for a few years now. You've gotten me through 5 moves, too many plane rides, and lots of early morning commuting to jobs that I swear I love so much. Inspired by you baddies every day. Stay spooky. XOXO, Hannah. Thank
I love
you,
being
Hannah.
called a baddie.
It's fun, isn't
That's
it?
the greatest, actually, ever.
Patty the baddie.
Patty the baddie. I like it.
He's just a UFC fighter I like.
Oh.
Who wants to beat up Logan Paul? So I'm like, yes.
Ooh, we like that.
Yes, King.
King.
Kick his
Beat
ass.
him up.
Beat him up.
Oomph, 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 oomph.
He's a scouser. Scousers never get knocked out. Well, on that note, let's talk a little bit about Europe because that's where the majority of my story takes place.
Okay, let's go there.
Let's do it.
I added some glitter to our buzzballs. Did you see that?
Aw. It's like putting lipstick on a pig. On the prettiest pig you ever damn seen.
That's right.
Oh, it is good.
As long as you add soda water.
Yeah, that's really the key to any buzzball is like to cut it with something because otherwise you will black out. And also it's always really sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of a strange happening.
Okay.
But I actually am covering a story that I wrote 3 years ago and never ended up actually doing.
And it was just sitting there in your computer.
Festering.
Waiting.
Patiently. For its moment.
For you to finally be like, you're good enough.
Just like a cursed object does.
Ooh,
everybody knows that.
Object. One of my favorite topics.
So today I'm going to be talking about the Hope Diamond curse. What? Sorry, the face you made. I was like, please don't tell me that's what you're covering too.
I said mine was in Canada.
That's true.
I just was excited. I was like, oh man.
So my sources today were livescience.com, mentalfloss.com, gemsociety.org, smithsonianinstitute.com, coasterdiamonds.com, and of course, Wikipedia.
Let's go.
All right, so the Hope Diamond has a lot of interesting lore behind it. I'm going to give you my best rendition of what I can because there's a lot of speculation and there's also a lot of controversy around a lot of the reporting around the Hope Diamond.
You said controversy beautifully.
Thank you. Did I say it weird?
You don't remember that time where you could not
where I couldn't say controversy? Yeah.
One of my favorite moments of my life.
I almost quit the podcast. I almost had a mental breakdown that day. Don't remind me. Fuck. Okay.
Now you're not going to be able to say it.
Yes. So the Hope Diamond is most famously known for being one of the most expensive items in the world. It is from an area called the Kolar Mine in Golconda, India. And people usually attribute its like founding to a gem merchant from France named Jean-Baptiste Tavernet.
Okay. That guy sounds familiar.
Yeah. In 1666. So 1666.
666.
Dun, dun, dun. For the record, these dates are not exact. Some recounts of this story have it more like 1640s, but 1666 is the date that I saw the most in looking things up. So that's the one that I'm going to go with.
Okay.
And it's more fun.
I love it. The devil.
So this mine in particular, it operated for over 300 years and produced some of the largest diamonds ever found on Earth. This was actually during a time when they thought that India was the only place on Earth that had diamonds. Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of these diamonds that were found in this particular mine actually went on to be parts of various royal families, like crown jewels that were like passed down generation to generation for, like King Louis and Queen Victoria and all that stuff, right?
All those jackasses.
So this is a very famous mine. Yeah, because they fucking invaded India and stole their shit. They were like, hey, we're going to steal this. And also now our national dish in the UK is going to be chicken tikka masala. Fuck you.
Oh my God.
So strange. Okay. Anywho, originally the Hope Diamond was called the Tavernet Blue, which was named after its founder. But there's some controversy surrounding who actually discovered this massive, at the time, 115 karat blue stone.
Holy shit.
Yes. So like, for example, if you just like know a normal person, their diamond ring on their finger for their wedding is probably like somewhere between 0.75 to 1.5 carats. Like that is like the most average.
Mine's 1 carat.
Yeah. Like that's the most average size. So this is massive compared to that. And it's also blue, and blue diamonds are the most rare form of diamond.
Thinking like this times like 15.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And
even when people have like 3 carat diamonds on their finger, I'm like, that's huge.
To me, it just feels like a liability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
But and it's also blue. So it's like this royal blue color, which is extremely rare and only happens in under like very certain conditions. So some people say that Jean Baptiste Tavernier just purchased or found the diamond, but there are other stories and tellings of this Hope Diamond story that are a little bit more sinister.
Sinister?
The claim that you'll often hear is that Jean Baptiste actually stole the diamond from a holy Hindu statue while in India. This is actually a very common origin story for a lot of large gems that come from India. So apparently at the time, when the people of the nation would find these gems, they would put them into like into stone or into like stone statues or whatever to be like the eyes or the third eye of one of their gods or goddesses.
Okay.
And then white people were like, just kidding, that's mine now. And they would yank it.
Like from the statue?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who do we think we are?
Girl, just take a look at history. It's not good.
Boo tomatoes on you.
Boo. Boo this man. So Jean Baptiste allegedly saw how big this blue diamond was and knew that it was rare, and he knew that people would pay a lot of money for it. So he allegedly yoinked it. But when the priests from the temple came in the next day and saw that the gem was missing, they prayed to put a curse on whoever stole the diamond and also whoever would own the diamond afterwards.
That's right, baby.
So there's kind of a saying around this diamond that says, whoever shall own the Hope Diamond will own the world, but also own the world's misfortunes.
And that's what you get.
Yes.
For stealing the diamonds. Okay.
So let's start with our man of the hour, Jean Baptiste Tavernier. When he realized how rare and expensive this diamond was, he was like, okay, who's like the one person who could actually pay me for a piece this exquisite? And of course, it's the 1600s. So he heads on over to France and he's like, hey, King Louis XIV, what up? You want this diamond or what? So this is in 1668. He actually ends up selling not only this diamond, which at the time is known as the Tavernier Blue, not only sells that, but he also sells like 14 other very rare stones and a bunch of tiny little diamonds to him at this time.
Because he just has a bunch of them just locked away. Ready,
Yes,
ready to go.
Stole, I'm sure, from basically slave workers in these mines. So Jean Baptiste, he did end up being like a pretty well-known author and traveler around all of Europe the next few years. But then the accounts become kind of fuzzy and vague of what like actually happened to him. There's a lot of rumors. Like some people say that he just like died in peace. Others say that he never, after selling the diamond, never lived healthily for the rest of his life and eventually was killed and eaten by a pack of wild dogs.
Oh.
Allegedly.
Okay.
There are things that discount this, but nobody knows for sure.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he did steal the diamond, so...
So the diamond was eventually set into, like, a gold ring and hung on a silk necklace, and King Louis would wear this during important ceremonies and events for his kingdom. And King Louis XIV actually lived quite the life after acquiring the Hope Diamond. He also was the one who in 1673, he thought it was too rough because at the time it was just a rough diamond, a rough gem. So in 1673, he had it recut and also coined the new nickname for it, which at this time was now the French Blue.
Ooh.
Because obviously it was such an iconic part of French culture and the French royal crown jewels.
And it couldn't just be royal blue. It had to be French.
French. So during King Louis's reign, he only let one other person wear the diamond besides himself, allegedly, and that was Nicolas Fouquet. He wore the necklace to an event, and then seemingly for no reason after that, King Louis became enraged with Nicolas and banished him from France.
Oh.
But after banishing him, he was still so angry that he continued to despise Nicolas to the point where the king had him captured, thrown in prison for the rest of his life.
But you let him wear it.
Yeah. But he wasn't mad about that. Like, all of a sudden, all this stuff, like scandal started happening around him. Like, well, like I said, it's just bad luck, right?
I was going to say, maybe he was just jealous because people were complimenting the necklace.
He's like, it's my necklace.
And he was like, are you going to give me credit that this is my necklace and it's not yours?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I want people to think it's mine for tonight.
And he's like, okay, well, then go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For eternity.
Some people say that the gem had not even reached the French king by the time that all this went down, and some people claim that it was the gem that made all this happen. So once again, a lot of fuzzy retelling about this.
Listen, a cursed object, you just never know.
So there are rumors that Nicholas himself actually would become the infamous Man in the Iron Mask.
Ooh.
Which is an unknown prisoner that lingers as one of the greatest unknown mysteries to this day. Which I actually read while I was researching this, and I don't know if this is true either, but the mask was actually not iron, it was velvet.
Okay, those are very different.
Fun fact. But King Louis himself actually went on to suffer health issues for the rest of his life. He had diabetes, he had gout, he had tons of issues. 5 out of the 6 children that he had died in childhood, and only one made it past like 10. And when he did eventually pass away at the age of 77, his crown went to a 5-year-old grandson.
I love that they let 5-year-olds run countries.
As they should.
That's
basically
thing.
what we're doing. So the next well-known fan of the French blue diamond, as it is known at this point, is none other than Marie Antoinette herself.
Of course it is. That fucking diva.
So as soon as her husband, King Louis XVI, was crowned, making Antoinette the queen, she began regularly wearing the Hope Diamond, or like I said at the time, is known as the French blue. She was allegedly enamored with this stone, and she would wear it every day. So she didn't even like save it for special occasions, which is kind of what everybody else did. She was flaunting this thing around town, going out, and, you know.
The sign of a true diva.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry.
She said, I don't need an event to look this good.
No. And why should she?
Same, you know, girl.
Yeah. I mean, guys, we look good all the time, every day.
Do not watch YouTube. Anyway, but I'm sure a couple of you already know what's going to happen. But both Marie Antoinette and her husband, who was the king, were beheaded in 1793 during the French Revolution. Marie was just 37 and Louis was just 38.
She was that young?
Yes. I think a lot of people don't realize that.
I definitely did not. And I'm not trying to be rude to Marie Antoinette, but just based on like paintings I've seen of her.
Listen, they were not kind in those things.
It just did, you know,
they had not discovered Facetune yet. It was a whole thing.
She was 37. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Okay.
The wigs were not helping.
No.
But so, like I said, they were both beheaded. And at this point, the iconic gem was stolen.
Dun, dun, dun.
One of the only people that Marie Antoinette actually let wear the gem while she was the owner of it was one of her best friends, who was beaten to death by a group of people during the revolution. And then after she was dead, they beheaded her, disemboweled her, and impaled her on a spike to present to the imprisoned Antoinette.
What?
Yeah. So they had Marie Antoinette in jail, and they basically took her Amanda, beat her to death, then cut her head off, pulled all of her guts out, and then put her on a spike.
I was literally
to show her in jail.
I was literally just gonna say, like, what if someone did that to one of us and presented it to the other?
That would fucking suck.
Yeah.
It would not be a good day.
No,
I can tell you that.
No. That would really ruin my time.
Yeah. That would be a vibe. That would be a vibe killer.
Yeah.
I would say. So obviously all of these things are very horrifying, but bad stuff happens to royals all the time, especially back in the 16 and 1700s. So a lot of people say it's a really easy way to write off this all as a coincidence. And I do agree. I can see that. But a lot of people who encountered the diamond after that, especially those who sold or altered the diamond, did end up suffering horrific fates. So for decades, the diamond disappears after the revolution because somebody stole it. We don't know who got it. and it's kind of floating around Europe at this point. People think that it was most likely directly smuggled into England, but like I said, there's no real way to prove this or show this. And this is where the French blue stops being called French and becomes English. So remember how I said that the original stone was like 115 carats?
Yes.
Okay, well, so
Wait, did you say 115?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said 15.
No.
Holy shit. Okay.
So the next time that the diamond appears, it is cut down to less than half of that size at a little over 45 carats. Still huge, like the size of a walnut, but
someone fucking messed with it.
yeah. So there are actually other smaller stones that have been acquired that people think might be pieces or a piece of the Hope Diamond, but there's no real way to prove this. But based on like the clarity and the quality of the diamond, because once again, it's like one of the most naturally clear stones ever.
Yeah.
People do think there are pieces of the Hope Diamond that are floating around, but we still have this 45 carat, about walnut sized diamond that is considered the Hope Diamond.
Still very large.
Yes. We might have a more accurate idea of where the diamond came from or how it ended up in England or how many pieces it was actually cut into if the man Willem Falls, who was the jeweler that did the recuttings on it, wasn't brutally murdered by his own son in the early 1800s.
Sounds like a curse.
And we might even know why that happened if his son didn't immediately complete suicide after handling the diamond.
So it's like, even if you touch it, something happens. That's not good.
So of course, since this tragedy befell two of the only people involved with the stone, no one really knew exactly where the diamond was during the missing time, because you obviously can't go ask him where he got it from.
Right.
But historians think that it most likely had ended up with King George IV in the UK, who died incapacitated and completely blind from alcoholism, which apparently was a very public embarrassment to the crown because everybody knew about it. But it did, fortunately, come up with one of my favorite quotes of all time, which was from a senior aide to King George IV. And he wrote in his diary, quote, "A more contemptible, cowardly, selfish, unfeeling dog does not exist. There have been good and wise kings, but not many of them. And this, I believe, is one of the worst."
Dang.
Ate his ass up.
Ruthless.
He said, what did you say to me? Pulls up his diary, writing fire, bars against him.
What are you, Drake or Kendrick?
Literally. That's Kendrick right there. So after all of that, it's not really clear how the royal throne lost the diamond. Some people thought that it might have been sold off with other precious stones that the king had to sell after, or like the crown had to sell after his death because he had so many debts because he was such an alcoholic piece of shit. But it showed up once again in 1839 in the possession of a wealthy banker named Henry Philip Hope for his private gem collection.
Hope. The Hope Diamond.
This is obviously where it gets its name. So at this point in history, the diamond wasn't known for, nobody had traced it back to what it was. So he just named it the Hope Diamond, and that is what stuck.
Clever.
Yeah. Henry was an extremely prosperous businessman, but after acquiring the Hope Diamond, his luck took a turn for the worst, as I'm sure you can imagine.
As it is said to do.
The same year that he acquired the diamond, he actually died.
The same year?
And he never had married or had kids. So all of his stuff kind of just got sent to his three nephews and was broken up amongst them. The Hope Diamond ended up with the oldest nephew. That nephew ends up dying at only the age of 54. And then it ends up with this guy named Francis Hope, who's another descendant of the Hope family. And he ends up having to sell it to cover his extreme gambling debt because he got himself hundreds of thousands of dollars into debt gambling.
Honestly, thank God Henry trademarked that shit.
Right?
Before he died.
He was on the computer.
Yeah.
Trademark.
Hope Diamond.
Yeah. This is how it ends up with Simon Frankel, who was an American jeweler. He ends up buying the Hope Diamond in 1901, and he's the one that ends up bringing it over to the United States. It was sold many times over the next 10 years, once even to a Russian prince who had a famous stage actress wear it on opening night of her new show. And then for seemingly no reason, he shot her dead on stage. And then he was killed in the revolution.
Okay, but nothing happened to the jeweler that brought it over?
Not that I know of.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So finally, in 1910, it ends up with Pierre Cartier. Sounds familiar?
Yeah.
Who, of course, the Cartier family is very famous for selling gems. So he's telling this very epic story to a woman named Evelyn Walsh McLean, who is considering buying this diamond.
Don't buy it, Evelyn.
So he tells her this like epic story about all these places that it came from, all these people's lives that it touched. And he even loans it out to her for a weekend and says, wear it around town, see how it feels. And then you can decide if you would like to buy it or not.
That sounds kind of rude.
So she wears it around town. She sees how it feels and she fucking loves it.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's a 45 karat diamond.
Yeah. Yeah. So obviously she's like, yes, I will take this. She is a famous inheritance of her dad owned like a gold mine, like a literal gold mine. And she was married to some famous like banker's son.
Okay.
So she buys this diamond. She loves it. She's going to pay $180,000 for it. And this is in 1910.
That's so cheap, I feel like.
$180,000
for that. Now I'm saying for 45 carats.
Well, that's equivalent today of like millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, I just mean like 180,000 would be
It's
cheap
1910. Yeah, that's why I said it's 1910.
Yeah. Equivalent. Now I understand.
So she ends up buying it. Her mother-in-law finds out that she buys this and is pissed the fuck off and is like, this is such a stupid thing to blow this money on. You better give it back. They try to send it back. And Cartier says, nope, and mails it right back to her and says, you still got to pay me. So she ends up getting sued by Cartier for $180,000 because they needed to complete the payments. So that gets taken. And then guess who dies right after the purchase? Days after the purchase of the diamond is complete, the mother-in-law who tried to send it back
mother-in-law
is dead.
Oh, shit. Not even her.
Right after that, her 9-year-old son dies in a car accident.
Oh, my God.
And just after that, her husband is declared mentally insane and put into an asylum where he dies in the mental hospital.
All because of her.
Her daughter dies of a drug overdose in her 20s, and she loses all of her fortune.
So she gets to live.
Well, she dies penniless in 1947, and despite her explicitly saying in her will that she wanted the Hope Diamond to go to one of her grandkids, the jewelry is unfortunately all sold off in an auction to cover her debts because she was in so much debt when she died.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you say this is an urban legend because it's like...
We'll get there.
Okay.
So this is how New York jeweler Harry Winston actually ends up getting the Hope Diamond. He actually lends it out to multiple charity events to have like celebrities wear and, try to get money for events and whatever. And just 10 years after acquiring the diamond, he actually ends up donating it to the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C. in 1958.
She's got a Harry Winston on her bony little finger.
Exactly. Famous. So Harry Winston was fine, but the mailman who delivered the Hope Diamond to the Smithsonian, his name was James Todd. And after he delivered the diamond, his leg is crushed in a truck accident, and after he recovers from that, his head is injured in a car accident, and then after he recovers from that, his house burns down.
Okay. This is sounding pretty fucking cursed.
At this point, the curse is pretty well known among like the American public. It's been written about in magazines and all sorts of other things. And the Smithsonian reported actually receiving a lot of letters and newspaper articles suggesting that this stone being owned by a federal institution meant bad luck for the entire country.
Well,
it's been downhill since then. But so when I was researching this, and the reason I didn't cover it 3 years ago when I first wrote this story is because there's a lot of people who think that the entire history of it was made up by Cartier to kind of sell it as this like, ooh, spooky object.
Ooh.
And some people say because of the amount of times that the gem had been changed or shaved down or whatever, you can't even actually prove that it was connected to all of these different royal families.
Well, I think it was.
But a lot of people do think that. And hundreds of thousands of people now in the millions have lined up at the Natural History Museum to see the Hope Diamond.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
As they should.
As they should.
That bitch is a diva.
Listen, I know a diva when I see one.
Yeah.
And ain't she ever.
Mm-hmm. She's a beaut.
Yeah. So that is the story of the Hope Diamond curse.
Wow. That was insane.
I couldn't believe we never covered it.
I think for the same reason.
It's just a big boy.
It's a big boy, and it's like kind of the same reason as you. Like, I think I looked into it a long time ago, and I was like, oh, this is not what I...
Is it real? Is it not?
Yeah.
And we used to be like really nervous about covering stories like that. But yeah, that's it.
I know. It is a beaut, I gotta say.
Yeah.
And like the Hope Diamond, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the diamond that was in the Titanic supposed to like kind of resemble the Hope Diamond?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like the point of it.
I was going to say that's a Titanic fact that I frankly don't know.
I could be making that up just because they look similar, but I thought that was like a thing.
Maybe. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much, Tina.
Thank you, Louise. You're up.
Okay.
You're up.
You're up.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready. And just like my Degrassi boys, we're taking it to Canada.
Let's go to Canada in honor of Jay and Spinner.
Didn't even plan that, but gotta love it. So I actually came across this story as I was looking up like the weirdest cryptids around the world.
Oh, okay.
And I saw the name of this place, and I obviously had to look into it. So today we are talking about the monster of Dildo Pond.
Oh, of course. Wonderful.
So my sources were an article on newspapers.com by Margaret Francis, newfoundlandlabrador.com, Atlas Obscura by David Minkin, Newfoundland Stories and Ballads, Volume 6, The New York Times by Dan Levin, and Wikipedia.
Beautiful. I love it.
All right. So Dildo is the actual real name of a town or local service district, as it's called in Newfoundland, Canada, because they don't really say like towns and cities there.
Yeah. They have like provinces.
Yeah.
And stuff.
It's a little too confusing for me.
Shane, don't even text me anything rude about my not knowing about Canada.
Let us come to Canada and go to Degrassi High School, and then you can teach us all the things. But when I saw that it was located in Newfoundland specifically, I had to text my resident Newfie friend, Katie, and ask her about Dildo. And her response to me was, just wait till you hear about Conception Bay and Spread Eagle Island.
Oh, boy.
And I said, bet. I'm fucking sold.
Wah, 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 wah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Just sounded like porn music.
What's that TikTok that you always do?
Which one?
Like the sexy one.
Oh, I can be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine.
That's right. So unfortunately for all of you, I know you're going to be really sad about it. We won't be talking about like actual dildos the entire time.
Boo! Get her off the pod.
I know. I really know that's what you guys wanted to talk about the whole time. But don't worry, because you know I had to look up the origin of the dildo, just to see, when the first recorded dildo was.
Long time ago.
Bro, I was
like ancient
shook.
Egypt.
I was literally shook.
They had one that you could put bees in to make it a vibrator in ancient Egypt. I'm not kidding.
Stop. That's so creative.
Yeah.
Like, how creative is that?
Women are amazing.
That's amazing. Anything to get off,
Girl, yes.
But the very, very first like recorded dildo was found 28,000 years ago in a German cave made out of stone.
Yeah, you're in a cave. What else are you gonna do? It's boring in there.
I mean, we've said it before, like before TV, like you gotta do something.
Yeah. Your man's out fucking trying to get meat or whatever for dinner. You're bored.
And you're looking around in your cave.
You
like,
already
what,
made the fire. You're like,
what,
well, what
can
now?
I put up my vagina?
Yes.
Anything.
Frankly.
Please. Yes. So I really just needed to know that information personally for myself. So anyway, let's talk about Dildo Island and the surrounding areas in Newfoundland. So the name of the island was recorded as Dildo, but it was spelt with an E on the end. So it's Dildoe.
Mm.
And that was first recorded in 1711. And then somewhere along the way, the E was dropped and the town was referred to as just Dildo by 1775. In the 16th century, the word dildo was actually used to describe any cylindrical item. So anything that was like a cylinder or a tube shape was just a dildo.
Yeah, instead of like phallic, they just called it a dildo.
Yeah. And it's believed that Dildo Island was called that originally because there's like a part of the area that sticks out and is kind of like long and tube shaped, and it's called the dildo arm.
Ah, okay.
So thus, Dildo Island was born. In the 1760s, an explorer and captain in the British Royal Navy named Captain James Cook and his assistant Michael Lane, they came to the area, and Captain Cook was appointed Marine Surveyor of Newfoundland and Labrador, and they mapped out a lot of the area that like hadn't been mapped out yet already. So it's pretty obvious that based on the names that these two guys made with all like the coves and the islands and the bays and everything, that they definitely had 12-year-old boy humor even back in the 1700s. So like I said earlier, my friend Katie, who is a newfie, she let me know about Conception Bay and Spread Eagle Island, which is not far from Ass Rock.
Okay.
There's also a small stream in the area called Bung Tickle.
Oh, good.
But that's because, streams in Newfoundland are called tickles.
Okay.
So
So
like
all they had to do was put the bum in there.
Bung.
Oh, bung. Okay.
Yeah, you know I love the word bung.
I know you do.
No, listen, Newfies, you guys are, I like you guys. You're funny. You can also head over to Blow Me Down Park if you want to go camping. And before you leave, don't forget to check out Cuckold Bay.
Oh, not cuckold.
And if you get a chance, you can check out the town on the Avalon Peninsula called Come By Chance.
Oh my God.
And these are all very real places.
No, I know. I believe you.
In Newfoundland. And honestly, like all the locals, they kind of like just lean into it and they love it.
Yeah, you might as well.
Which I think is hilarious. And also, like if you look up pictures of dildo, it's so pretty.
Oh, really?
Like it's just like the cutest, like picture like the fishing town in I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Okay.
Like it's very cute like that.
Yeah.
And people just seem really fun loving there. But now let's talk about the real situation.
Okay.
The monster at large. So this sea creature was seen multiple times in Dildo Pond. And according to Newfoundland Stories and Ballads, Volume 6, that was published in 1960, Dildo Pond, which is quite large for a pond, it's 4 square kilometers or about 3 miles wide.
Oh, yeah.
Which
that's damn near a lake.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is the difference between a pond and a lake? Because that seems like a lake. That's so big.
I feel like it has something to do with like what feeds into it.
Yeah, I guess. And it's also at like its deepest, I think it was 368 feet down.
That's pretty deep.
But according to this publication, that is just the perfect place for a sea monster to dwell. And there is definitely a monster inhabiting Dildo Pond.
What's she called? The clit monster?
No. There is a name for it, but it's not quite as good as that.
Okay.
Also in the publication, they say, just how does it get there? How long has it been there? Whether there is more than one monster, these are all questions that will yet to have been answered.
Okay.
It also talks about how there's about 15 like grown ass adults from Dildo that had personally witnessed the sea monster and were ready and willing to go before a magistrate at any time and make a sworn affidavit to the effect that they had actually seen this monster. So they were ready.
I love that for them. The confidence. Confidence is key.
Well, that just makes me more inclined to believe them. So a lumber mill owner named Norman Mercer, he said the first time he saw the monster, he thought he had totally gone insane. He was like, I'm obviously wrong for what I'm seeing. Like, there's no way my eyes are showing me this. But he said it was the summer of 1947. I was alone at the time, and I was standing on the bank of the pond just below the village. I was gazing out over the water when I noticed a large V-shaped wave, like the bow wave that comes from a boat in motion, approaching the shore. I was greatly puzzled as to what could be causing the wave on the pond's calm surface, when its spearhead burst into a frothy foam and the monster came to the surface about 60 feet from where I was standing. It swam along for several yards parallel with the shore before it dived and disappeared.
Frothy foam, you said.
Frothy Listen, I wasn't going to mention it, but he did say a frothy foam.
I can be your father figure.
So Mr. Mercer said that he didn't tell anyone like the first time he saw it because once again, he was like, my eyes have deceived me. I have gone insane. Like, no one's going to believe me.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to know. But then he saw the monster again.
Well, you can't be deceived twice.
You can't.
Fool me twice, can't be fooled again, as George W. Bush would say.
George W. So the second time, he says, I was standing outside my sawmill, which is built near the back of the pond, inspecting some logs that I had in the water close by. Suddenly, I heard the water swirling and splashing. I glanced up, and just a few yards offshore, there was the monster again approaching the bank. I yelled at the top of my lungs to my brother. Together, with 2 workers who were inside the mill, came out of the building on the run, and the 4 of us gazed at the monster several times. It paid no attention to us, and it came right within a few feet of my logs, when suddenly it turned about, and going off into deeper water, it disappeared beneath the surface.
Harrowing.
Then, Mercer saw the monster for a third and final time.
Jeez Louise, this guy's all over the place.
So, like, obviously, like, his eyes have now adjusted to this. Like, come on, he's not wrong. And he said this time was on a Sunday afternoon in August. My wife and I and several friends were sitting on the veranda, which fronts on the pond. Sounds like a beautiful...
I would love to be on that veranda right now.
Literally sounds like the most beautiful, luxurious life ever.
Would love to be there with a glass of wine.
We observed the monster coming to the surface an eighth of a mile offshore. It came towards us at a pretty fast clip. When it got within 40 feet of the bank, it turned and swam northward for about 100 yards, then dived, and we didn't see it again.
Damn.
So Mr. Mercer also gave a description of the monster he saw. He said, head, 3 feet long and shaped like an eel's. Neck, 5 feet long and slimmer than the head. Kind of sounds like
it's giving Nessie.
Oh.
Or that.
Well, the body does give Nessie.
I was going to say the head is giving Nessie.
Then he said body. What could be seen of it above the water was the size of a large cask. So like a barrel.
Yeah.
So Nessie, yeah. The eyes are round and are as big as the top of an ordinary drinking glass and appear to bulge out similar to the eyes of a frog. Which this part made me think of the Master of Disguise when he's like, got a dog's eyes.
Got a dog's eyes.
The most remarkable feature about the monster is its tail. It is shaped exactly like the tail of an airplane, and the creature's overall length is approximately 50 feet. Its color is very dark brown or even black. Its head and neck just straight out of the body, and it swims steadily, not with the twisting, undulating motions of an eel or water snake.
Ugh, undulating, one of my favorite words.
I had to include that line because I love saying undulating.
You know I love that word. Yeah. If you're on Patreon, you've read any of my I like have some short stories, like original short stories on there that I've written. And at one point I got to use undulating and I was like, fuck
it's such a fucking good word.
Yeah, it's so good.
Undulating.
Amazing.
So that was Mercer's experience that he like told the journalist who wrote the publication in 1960. But this was not the first time the sea monster had ever been reported. So in 1900, a Norwegian man named Nielsen had moved to Dildo Island, and he kind of was like operating a fish hatchery where he was experimenting on all types of different fish eggs to create like different species.
Got it. Okay.
And he also had a bunch of pet ducks that he would just hang out with all the time.
Good guy. Love that.
Just a fun-loving guy. And one morning, he's doing some work when he hears his ducks going berserk and they're quacking their little heads off. So he runs outside, and that's when he sees a big black fish with a funny-shaped tail chasing his ducks all over the pond until the ducks got so scared that they basically like flew the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And just started flying away.
Meanwhile, this guy's just trying to have a good time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And immediately after this, Nielsen packs up all his shit and he flees Dildo.
Whoa.
And he leaves his fish hatchery behind.
That's actually kind of crazy because it seemed like he was kind of living the life.
He was living the life.
Yeah.
But he saw this fucking monster and he was like, I gotta go.
Like, no way, Jose. I'm out of here.
He allegedly warned the people of Dildo to beware of the monster of Dildo Pond before he left. But, you know, he was just too scared that, much like his ducks, everyone thought he was going to be a quack.
But
I'm sorry.
Listen, if there's low-hanging fruit, we have to take it.
We're gonna take it.
We're gonna fucking take it.
So in 1930, an old man who was a fisherman named John Smith, he was walking along the road when he saw a large fish swimming across Dildo Pond. He said the fish was as big as a large rowboat and appeared to be shiny black in color. But when old man John told people what he saw, everyone just said, John, you're just getting old and you're seeing things.
That's so hateful.
It is pretty
That's
hateful.
ageist.
Honestly.
And that's coming from me, and I'm extremely ageist.
Mostly with the younger people, though.
Yeah, sometimes the olds, though, too. Listen, everyone can get these hands. I'm not ageist because everyone can get these hands.
I was going to say, I think you're an equal opportunity hater.
Yeah,
over here.
absolutely. Equal opportunity hater is the best way to put what I'm about.
Yeah, you hate them all. So 15 years after that encounter in 1945, two young guys that were bird hunting saw the monster and reported it to the town. And then a few years after that, another guy who was rabbit hunting, and he was on his way back home, he sat down near the bank of the pond to eat some lunch when he heard the water splashing behind him, and he turned around and saw the monster plain as daylight. And with every like additional sighting after poor old man John that got fucking ridiculed,
R.I.P. Man.
The locals of Dildo started to kind of more believe in the monster more and more.
Yeah,
like,
they
as
were like,
more people.
Maybe crazy old John is just regular old John.
Maybe fucking old man John over there. He was onto something. He wasn't so crazy. We should get him out of the loony bin. We put him in there. Get him out.
We've been holding him hostage for the last 15 years.
Poor John. So the locals, as they were kind of believing more and more, they actually ended up giving the monster a name.
Oh, finally.
And they called it the Dildo Sus.
Okay.
Like a kind of like, I'm assuming like a dinosaur, like a Dildosus.
Oh, Dildosus.
That's the only way I could describe it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. It's not a great name.
Not your best work.
They really could have
Dildo Pond or whatever.
They really could have workshopped that one.
Yeah. Maybe put it to a vote. I don't know. I'm just saying.
However, the non-believers, they basically blamed all of the sightings on an overindulgence of Screech, which is a rum that Newfoundland is known for.
Okay. Well, first of all, fuck you. I've never had so much rum that I was seeing ghosts.
I have in Jamaica on my honeymoon. So I can relate, actually.
She was seeing ghosts. She was peeing her pants. There's a lot of things happening. Listen, what happens in Jamaica stays in Jamaica.
And it did. It did. So if you reported seeing the Dildosus, most people assumed that you were hitting the Screech a little too hard. You were having one too many Jamaican smiles. You know what I mean?
I'm going to go up there and hit the
Screech
so bad they've never seen before.
You're going to be the monster.
I'm going to be banned from Dildo.
But the people that do believe in the monster, they love to talk about like different theories on where they think it came from.
Yeah.
And the biggest theory that I think you're going to like, that most Dildonians believe, is that our boy Nielsen, who up and left, skedaddled when he saw the monster and left his fish hatchery behind, he is actually basically Frankenstein's monster and the evil genius who created this
I do like that.
species. So, like I said, he had this fish.
A little too much crossbreeding happening over at the hatchery, the local hatchery. This sounds like a horror movie already.
Exactly. So he had this fish hatchery and he would experiment on the fish eggs. He's like trying to create these new species. And people think he might have accidentally created this monster and he like let it go in the pond, didn't know that it was going to grow in size. And then one day he sees it and he's like, holy fucking shit.
What have I done?
That's what I created. And he's like, I got to fucking skip town before anyone pins this on me.
Skedaddle.
Yeah. So I think that's a really fun theory and I like it a lot. The other ones are kind of lame, like, oh, there was an underwater tunnel from another bay that this, it's like, okay, then the monster still exists. It was just in another bay. Like, that's not a good theory.
Yeah, yeah. That's like Nessie. That's what they think for Nessie.
That it came from somewhere else?
Like with the underwater tunnel thing. Yeah.
So obviously, this monster, the Dildosus, has not really poked the tip of his head out of the water in recent years.
Yeah, he's tired of you.
Yeah, he's like, you guys don't fucking believe in me.
You don't get me. You're fucking locking up crazy old John.
Maybe he was
trying
really
to say
sad.
hi.
He was really sad for old John.
Yeah, he felt bad.
Yeah. But I'm purely hoping that we do see him again one day. I think that would be really fun.
That would be fun.
And if you want to go to Dildo, they seem to be very welcoming to newcomers. And you can even become an honorary newfie when you visit because they give you a screech in ceremony. So the master,
I'm listening.
No, this is fun. So the master of ceremonies will come out and he asks you, "Is ye a screecher?" And you will say, "Deed I is, me old cock, and long may your big jib draw." Then they give you a piece of bologna. You have to kiss a frozen cod and take a shot of screech. And then you are officially a screecher and an honorary newfie.
I'll take fucking 8 shots of that screech. I don't give a fuck.
They just seem real fun.
I can just add something interesting to my 23andMe. Like, please. I have to write a letter to them. I'm like, actually, I'm technically an official screecher. Can you add this so I don't look like such a fucking loser?
No, you do need something. You need something. In 2019, Jimmy Kimmel actually discovered Dildo Island, and he gifted them a Hollywood-style dildo sign that is overlooking the town.
Good for them.
And there's a really, really great song, which is now like the anthem of the town that was performed on Jimmy Kimmel's show called The Dildo Song by Uncle John, which I think everyone should look up because it is quite amazing. But I will end my story with the chorus of the song.
Let's hear it.
D stands for our dignity. Our name will never change. And I stands for the innocent child who should never feel ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
L we found for liberty, and D for days of old, while O spells out the loving word that we all call dildo.
Love it. Gorgeous.
And that is
beautiful.
The
no
monster
notes.
of Dildo Pond.
No notes. Love it. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Well done. As always.
Yeah, I really connected with
well, we got another place to add to our road trip map.
Well, Canada is somewhere that I really want to go.
I suppose I should probably get a passport.
Oh, you're going to have to. Because what are we going to do? How am I going to go to Dildo?
Does it not be allowed back into the United States? I don't know.
We could live there. We could stay there.
Well, if I'm going to take some screech shots or whatever, I'm going to be an official resident anyway.
That's true.
Sign me up.
Let's
do it.
Want to be a Dildonian till I die, personally.
Let's do it. Oh, well, thank you for sharing that with me. It was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Heart-touching.
Kind of. They love their town.
They love their town and they love their little monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really lean into it. And you got to respect that.
I hope crazy old John got let out of the madhouse.
Poor John.
Yeah. Well, on that note, how about we finish this up with a listener story?
Let's do it.
So this is from one of our cool kids, Zara.
Hi, Zara.
Zara says, "Hi, ladies. I have a listener story. I had a black lab named Victoria, and my family got her when I was 13 after the death of my grandfather. She was very special to us, and she filled the emptiness my family experienced from the loss. She lived to be 15 years old, and we said goodbye on Valentine's Day of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Rescued my cat, Lemons, in February 2020. She was about 7 months old when we got her, and she came from a hoarder house. She had her troubles. She was distant most of the time and tended to be aggressive towards her sister cat, B. We struggled for a while with the guilt of thinking that we may have We may have to rehome her if things didn't get better. Things did get better over time, but no one really developed too close of a relationship with Lemons, even though I really tried. Fast forward to February 2023 when my family lost Victoria. A few days after the loss, I had a vivid dream. I had never experienced anything so real as how this dream felt. I was walking on a path, and it was very bright as the sun was setting in front of me. There were trees with flowers lining the path. I remember it being really beautiful. Ahead of me, there was something. It wasn't a person or a dog. It was just a being that I somehow knew was Victoria. I heard her say a lot of things, but to summarize, she said, quote, "Thank you and everything is great." I woke up crying and I felt an overwhelming sense of relief. Ever since that dream, Lemons has been my best friend. We are inseparable. She follows me around like my little shadow, sleeps with me every night just like Victoria had, and I told my husband and mom about my dream. They both suggested that maybe Victoria visited Lemons too and told her about how hurt I was and how that needs to change her behavior. I've waited for 2 years to share this story because I feel like I don't even have the words to truly express what I saw and what happened in my dream, but I don't think I ever will. I truly believe that this was a visitation from her spirit, and I am so glad that I got to experience it. Thank you for reading this. Thank you so much for doing the pod and being awesome. Much love, Zara.
I love the name Victoria for a dog.
Really cute.
That's really cute. And absolutely, Victoria visited Lemons and was like, stop being a little bitch.
Yeah. Okay, you need to step up. I'm gone now.
Yeah.
Someone's got to take care of our girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cuddle her.
Yeah.
And Lemons was like, ugh, fine.
I'll do it. I guess I'll be your best friend.
I'll be that.
Forever. I'm glad Lemons came around.
Thank God. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing that story with us. If you have a story you would like to share, you can do that at dtkpod.com/contact. And if you're on our Patreon, like Zara is, you can send it directly in the Patreon DMs and we will bump you up the list a little bit. So thank you guys so much for listening. And most importantly, make sure you keep that front door locked.
Make sure you keep that mind open.
And keep drinking the Kool-Aid.